Most people don't lose in life because they're weak. They lose because they don't understand the game being played on them. You get ignored, outplayed, betrayed, and you keep thinking it's bad luck, when in reality, it's lack of strategy. The world isn't fair. People don't reward honesty. They respect power, perception, and control. And if you don't learn how influence really works, you don't stay innocent, you stay exploitable. Stay with me. Because by the end of this, you'll never look at people, power, or yourself the same way again. Look, the moment people know everything about you, you're done. Your strengths, they'll try to copy. Your weaknesses, they'll attack. Everyone, friends, co-workers, even family, ain't plotting your success. They're calculating your limits. Power lives in mystery. The less people understand you, the more they fear and respect you. Leave them guessing. Make them wonder what's running in your mind. Smile, speak less, and let silence do the heavy lifting. Your next move, your real intentions, your private life, guard them like a treasure. Only reveal what serves you, never what weakens you. Machiavelli said it best. Never attempt to win by force what can be won by deception. Step 1 to untouchable power, be unreadable. Listen up, if you let your temper run the show, you're already losing. People can smell anger, taste desperation. The second they see you react emotionally, they know exactly how to pull your strings. The calm player always wins. He sees the storm but doesn't let it touch him. Betrayal, insults, chaos, they bounce off him like water off a rock. While others drown in emotion, he moves like a silent force, untouchable. The world is full of emotional traps. A coworker pushes your buttons. A friend teases your weakness. The one who stays calm always holds power. Silence, a small smile, patience, these destroy faster than yelling ever could. Machiavelli said, "The wise man does at once what the fool does." Master your emotions, and you'll control not just yourself, you'll control the game. Power isn't about being liked, it's about being needed. If people can replace you, they'll never respect you. But if they can't function without you, they'll never betray you. Smart players don't beg for loyalty, they build it through dependency. Make yourself the person everyone secretly relies on. Be the solution, the connection, the skill they can't find anywhere else. Your boss might not like you, but if the system falls without you, you're untouchable. Friends may envy you, but if they need your advice or network, they won't risk losing you. Even enemies hesitate to strike the irreplaceable. Dependency is invisible chains. Hold it, and people move without even realizing it. Machiavelli said, "The best fortress is to be found in the love of the people for whom you are indispensable." Stop chasing approval. Start making yourself necessary. That's real power. The world is a stage, and winners wear the right mask at the right time. Show your true intentions, and you're crushed before you even begin. Sometimes, act harmless to hide ambition. Smile at the very people you plan to outsmart. Play weak so they never see your strength until it's too late. This isn't hypocrisy, it's survival. History's most powerful people wore masks. They hid plans behind charm, patience, and laughter. People don't attack what they can't see coming. In work, friendships, or family, blend in while moving your pieces silently. Make them think you're predictable, but inside, you're 10 steps ahead. Machiavelli said, "Men are so simple and creatures of habit that he who seeks to deceive will always find someone to be deceived." Hide your power until it's too late to stop you. Power waits for no one. Hesitate, and someone else takes your move. Opportunities don't linger, they're stolen silently. Your coworker who got that promotion didn't wait. That person who outshined you in business or relationships didn't hesitate. They acted while you were thinking. The first strike shapes the rules of the game. If you see an opening, take it. If you sense betrayal, Move before it lands. Break walls before they close. This isn't reckless aggression. It's calculated dominance. The first move, at the right time, often leaves everyone else frozen. Machiavelli once said, "It is double pleasure to deceive the deceiver." In power, the one who moves first writes the story. The one who hesitates becomes the story. Your reputation is your armor. People decide your strength and worth before you even speak. One rumor, one slip, and your leverage vanishes. The world rarely checks the truth. They believe the story they're told. That's why the powerful guard their name like a fortress. Avoid pointless drama. Never fight battles that make you look small. Always make your wins visible. A strong reputation commands respect before you lift a finger. It's both a shield and a weapon. Walk into any room with authority and watch how people bend. Machiavelli once said, "A prince should guard himself from being despised and hated." If they can't touch your name, they can't touch you. The fastest way to lose power is to show your hand. When people know your next move, they'll block it. Some out of jealousy, others to steal your idea. Power lives in secrecy. Your dreams, strategies, and next steps are weapons. The more they see, the more exposed you are. The less they know, the more unstoppable you become. Look at the most successful people. They rarely explain what they're doing until it's done. By the time the world notices, it's too late. Your enemies can't kill what they can't see coming. Practice silence. Smile when asked about your plans. Distract with small talk. Let your real moves happen in the shadows. Strike when the time is right. It's over before anyone realizes the game began. Machiavelli once said, "It is safer to be feared than loved if you cannot be both." Invisible plans lead to visible power. Familiarity breeds contempt. The more people see you, the less they value you. Always being present makes you ordinary. Power grows in scarcity. Step back strategically. Disappear for a moment. Watch how curiosity turns into respect. Absence creates importance. Think of the people you admire. Do they constantly seek attention, or do they appear with impact and vanish? Mystery makes your presence heavier, your words more valuable, your actions unforgettable. Distance also gives perspective. You see who truly values you, and who only notices when you're gone. Machiavelli once said, "The desire to acquire is a natural and ordinary thing. Disappear and let your value grow in silence." Enemies are inevitable. The higher you rise, the more resentment you'll attract. Weak people fear this. Powerful people use it. An enemy is a mirror. They expose your vulnerabilities and your strengths. Their attacks show where you're exposed. Their obsession proves you're already above them. Don't waste energy on anger. Turn enemies into fuel. Let their doubt push you harder. Let their gossip amplify your name. Let their resistance sharpen your strategy. The smartest players even keep their enemies around. They serve as distractions while you climb quietly. In time, your success crushes them more than revenge ever could. Machiavelli once said, "Never attempt to win by force what can be won by deception. Use your enemies as tools. Step over their noise. Their hate is proof you're already winning." Loyalty is fragile. Today, someone swears they'll never betray you. Tomorrow, the right offer can make them vanish. Human nature is selfish. Powerful people understand this. They reward loyalty, but they never rely on it. If someone stands by you, acknowledge it. Give recognition, small rewards, access. But never forget, loyalty bought by kindness can be sold for a higher price. Real security doesn't come from trust. It comes from leverage. When someone's success or survival depends on you, their loyalty isn't a choice, it's necessity. Always prepare for betrayal. Keep options open. When loyalty breaks, don't beg or cry. Replace and move forward. The game doesn't pause for broken promises. Machiavelli once said, "It is much safer to be feared than loved." Respect loyalty, but build your power so that betrayal cannot break you. Power dies the moment people feel secure around you. When everyone knows their place is guaranteed, they grow lazy. They stop fearing loss. They stop trying to impress you. The powerful create invisible competition. They let people believe their position, favor, or reward depends on staying useful. When people compete for your attention or approval, they move with intensity. They work harder. They fight to stay close. This doesn't mean cruelty. It means strategy. Give small rewards, then pull back. Show attention, then turn away. Make your presence feel like a prize. Those who feel chosen give more than those who feel safe. History's most powerful leaders always kept their circles sharp. Allies stayed motivated, enemies hesitated. Machiavelli once said, "Men are driven by two principal impulses, either by love or by fear. If they want your approval, you hold the strings." Words are cheap. Silence is expensive. The moment you speak, you reveal your thoughts, fears, and intentions. But when you stay silent, people are forced to guess. And guessing creates fear. Silence makes others uncomfortable. They overthink. They wonder what you know, what you plan, and what you truly think of them. Many reveal their own secrets just to break the tension your silence creates. The powerful understand timing. They speak rarely, but when they do, every word carries weight. Silence builds anticipation. It creates space for others to expose themselves while you remain untouchable. In arguments, silence destroys arrogance. In negotiations, it forces concessions. In life, it makes people lean toward you because mystery is magnetic. Machiavelli once said, "A wise man ought always to follow the paths beaten by great men and imitate those who have been supreme. Speak less, watch more, let your silence shake the room." A small problem ignored becomes a disaster. A minor enemy tolerated becomes a rival. Powerful people don't wait for threats to mature, they end them while they're still weak. In life, the person who gossips about you today may try to ruin you tomorrow. The coworker silently competing will eventually challenge your position. The family member who envies you will strike when your guard is down. You cannot be sentimental in the game of power. Address threats quickly and quietly. Remove them from your circle, cut their influence, or outshine them so completely they cannot rise again. If you wait until they are strong, it's already too late. History favors the decisive. Rulers who survived were not the kindest, they were the most vigilant. Mercy for a growing threat is cruelty to yourself. Machiavelli once said, "The first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him." Protect your throne. End problems before they learn to walk. Not every fight is worth your energy. The weak react to everything. The powerful choose their battles with precision. In life, people will provoke you. Online, at work, even at home. They want to pull you into small wars that waste your time and drain your focus. Every minute spent on meaningless fights is a minute you're not building your empire. Before engaging, ask yourself, if I win this battle, do I gain power or just satisfaction? If it only feeds your ego, walk away. Silence will hurt your enemy more than words ever could. The great strategists of history avoided distractions. They knew energy is a weapon, and wasting it on petty conflicts weakens their real mission. Focus on moves that grow your influence, resources, and position. Let the small people fight over crumbs. You're after the throne, Machiavelli once said. He who wishes to be obeyed must know how to command. Control yourself first, and you will control the game. Power is perception. People believe what they see, not what is true. If you look weak, they treat you as weak. If you look strong, even in your hardest moments, they hesitate to challenge you. Life is full of storms, losses, setbacks, betrayals. The powerful never let the world see them break. They suffer in silence, then rise in public as if nothing touched them. This illusion of strength protects them, because most people attack only when they sense vulnerability, even in negotiations, conflict, or daily life. Carry yourself like a fortress. Speak calmly. Move with purpose. Hold your posture as if nothing can shake you. The confidence you project becomes armor. People respect it. Enemies fear it. Behind closed doors, you plan, heal, and rebuild. In public, you are a mountain. Machiavelli once said, "Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are." Powerful people control the story others believe. Appear strong, even when the world wants to see you crumble. Strength is not what you feel, it's what others perceive. Real power doesn't announce itself. It grows silently. Those who brag, boast, and show off are always the first to fall because they expose themselves before their foundation is strong. The powerful work in silence. They make connections quietly. They acquire skills and resources while others are distracted. They let the world believe they are ordinary, until they are untouchable. By the time your enemies realize your strength, it's too late to stop you. Look at the most dominant people in history or business. They moved strategically, built alliances carefully, and struck only when success was guaranteed. The quiet rise is the deadliest rise. Be patient. Keep your plans private until they are undeniable. Protect every step like treasure. Every silent move increases the shock of your eventual strike. Machiavelli once said, "The wise man does at once what the fool does." Finally, build your empire where no one is watching. Power grows unseen. Shadows are your shield. Work quietly, strike decisively. Love makes people comfortable. Fear keeps them alert. If everyone around you feels completely safe, they'll eventually test your limits. They'll grow bold, careless, and disrespectful. A small dose of fear keeps order where words cannot. This doesn't mean ruling with cruelty. It means never letting people forget the consequences of crossing you. Maybe it's the way you look at someone when they overstep. Maybe it's how quickly you cut off someone who disrespects your boundaries. Maybe it's the silence after betrayal that leaves them wondering what comes next. The powerful make people think twice before challenging them. Fear creates hesitation. Hesitation keeps you in control. Even in friendships, relationships, or business, respect comes from understanding that stepping out of line has a cost. Machiavelli once said, "It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both." Let them admire you, but make sure a part of them fears losing you or facing you. Fear, when used wisely, is invisible power. It keeps people aligned without a word. Control information, control power. Knowledge is power, but only if you decide who knows what and when. The loudest people often know the least. They talk too much, overshare, and give away their leverage. The powerful do the opposite. They filter information. They feed people only what serves their strategy, never the full truth. At work, in business, even in personal relationships, the one who decides what is revealed and what is hidden silently runs the show. People cannot attack what they do not understand. They cannot sabotage what they cannot see. Even a rumor can be a weapon if planted at the right time. Misdirection keeps enemies chasing shadows while you make your real moves. Control the narrative, control perception. Control perception, control reality. Machiavelli once said, "Men are driven by two principal impulses, either by love or by fear." Information is the leash that keeps both in your hands. Master the flow of knowledge, and you silently become untouchable. Weakness spreads like a disease. Surround yourself with lazy, fearful, or disloyal people, and their energy infects you. They slow your moves, drain your focus, and pull you into their failures. The powerful are ruthless about their circle. They keep only the sharp, loyal, and useful. Everyone else, cut off, quickly and quietly. This isn't cruelty, it's survival. look at your life right now. Who makes excuses? Who brings drama? Who takes without giving? Every moment you tolerate them, you lose momentum. Power demands clarity, and dead weight is the enemy of clarity. Even within yourself, cut off weakness. Destroy habits that make you soft. Face fears that hold you back. If you carry weakness, the world will smell it and attack. Machiavelli once said, "The first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him." Your power is only as strong as the people and habits you allow near it. Trim your circle, sharpen your mind, strengthen your habits, and watch your influence grow. Predictability is weakness. The moment people can read your next move, they can control it, trap you, or destroy your advantage before you even act. Power thrives in unpredictability. When people can't figure you out, they hesitate. They overthink. They waste energy trying to predict your next step while you move freely. In life, never let anyone fully map your patterns. Change your routines. Switch up your approach. Surprise with timing. Sometimes disappear when they expect you to show up. Sometimes strike when they think you're asleep. Even in conversations, unpredictability works. A pause, a smile, a sudden change of topic makes people lean in. Mystery forces respect because people fear what they cannot calculate. Machiavelli once said, "Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are." Keep your opponents in the dark. Keep your friends curious and keep the world guessing. The unknown is your shield. Move silently, act strategically, and leave the world always wondering what you'll do next. Most people live loud and die forgotten. They chase attention, petty arguments, and small victories that vanish the moment they're gone. The powerful think differently. They play for legacy, not applause. Legacy is built through moves that outlive your presence. The business you create, the influence you establish, the reputation you carve into the minds of others, that's what stays. When you move with long-term intention, every decision sharpens, every action carries weight. This also means knowing when to step back. The loudest person in the room often burns out first. The quiet strategist who plants seeds and lets them grow becomes untouchable even in absence. Ask yourself daily, if I disappeared tomorrow, would my presence still be felt? If the answer is no, you're playing too small. Machiavelli once said, "The best fortress is to be found in the love of the people." True power is not noise, it's the echo you leave behind when you no longer need to speak. Now you see how the world really works. This isn't a game of fairness, it's a game of power. What can be read can be controlled. What stays silent becomes dangerous. From today, speak less. Watch more. Move only when the win is certain. Remember this, power isn't chased. It's built. Say it with me, I don't chase power, I become it.